So here's the deal, the path. Let's talk about the path. Because I couldn't be a good coach if I didn't give you the path and some things that we're talking about doing and some things that we're seeing success with, all right? And so I'm going to explain some of this. After I have some brochures up here, I have a lot of this information that I'll just give to you. If you want it, you email me, I'll give it to you. It's curriculum stuff that's changing lives, because at the end of the day, I want to help men and women have better lives. So we'll just give it away. So here's some of the stuff. So some of this I won't give away now. Some of it I won't. It is a business after all, but a lot of it I will give away. All right, so here's the path. So how do you develop a strong leadership culture is the question. All right, how do you develop that? We talked about, first of all, it starts with having a philosophy, a good philosophy. Then you've identified these key skills of your frontline leaders and things that they need. You develop that perfect frontline leader. And we agreed that 70 to 90% of those things you can develop. So now I want to talk about the overall culture. Here's some things that we found that you really need to do. So when developing the ideal culture, number one is you need to create something that creates excitement for leadership development. Most times, a lot of leadership programs, unless you're using my man Jay over here, which he's a phenomenal frontline leader, a lot of the programs are boring and mundane. I've had a lot of guys come into my class and they're like, oh, I got to be here. Barney, we went to your shop. The guys, how did they come in?
Yeah, another thing we got to do.
Another thing we got to do, right? Oh, they was like, oh, man, another thing we have to do. They left out of there excited and on fire, right? So you have to find a way to make it exciting, enthusiastic about it. Well, I say that. Barney, you tell me. Did they leave excited and on fire? I'll put you on the spot
they
there.
want to know when you're going to get back to them.
Oh, man, I like to hear that. That's good stuff for me, right? But you think about that. How do you create it exciting? And oftentimes, because you're front line, they're out in the field, you need to really focus on the power of story. All right, the power of story. Let me ask, who remembers that cosine tangent stuff? Anybody in here? Some people, maybe two. We have about two or three. I 2 or 3, right? Now, who remembers which pig survived the big bad wolf? All right, who remembers that pig? All right, who remembers what he built his house out of? Power of story. Now, most of you haven't heard that story in years, right? But you remember it. And so when you can tie principles or key learnings, be it communication, be it how to delegate, be it anything in the field with what you're trying to do, if you can tie it to a great story, they can take it from the classroom to the job site.